Are people born gay or lesbian or whatever? And it seemed to be a profound discussion and question here in America today, which shouldn't be. I mean, this thing is so trivial that I just don't understand why some intellectual comes and just dunk it down and let us move on. Um, you find Lady Gaga saying she was born this way and they can't help it and all this stuff. And when you combine a whole variety, that's their experience, that's what they're talking about. When you combine a variety of other things, you could see the problem. We had a young boy, at 3 or whatever, he come out and he's doing the girl thing, putting on high heel shoe, walking up and down and shaking his butt like he was a girl. And they're saying, oh boy, like he was born this way. How did he learn this? Well, we learned that his mom in the room, putting on high heel shoes, walking up and down and shaking and hitting her butt and saying, nobody get this butt, you want this, not for you and all that. And little boy laughing on the bed, he's copying that stuff. So when he's competent and he's grown now and he could move around, putting on high heel shoes, slapping his butt, pulling his pants together and playing like he was a girl. Hey, he learned it from mama. You know, so women need to keep the boys outside the room when they're self-assuring themselves, and when they're playing on women, talk with fellow women, or when they're trying to whatever they're doing before the mirror and so on. Same thing with the girls. Girls that grew up with brothers and father only, they end up wearing men clothes, holding the crutch and talking, but they want to have sex with some other woman. You know what I mean? Just about the guys we're talking about, we like to F that one. She comes saying, I would like to F that one. You know what I mean? Or F her boyfriend or whatever. Then I find a new trend, and this started some time ago. You see, folks are not thinking that the enemy, they think the enemy is the Muslims, Al-Qaeda, you know, Taliban or whatever. The enemy is right here in America, and he's destroying our education, our culture, and instituting some stupid stuff that's going to get us. Now I recall we had this discussion of should you train girls different from boys, and is there any difference and all that. I mean, come on, is that a discussion? I mean, women could do a lot of things that men could do, but I mean, men will do it better. Men could do a lot of things that women could do, but women will do it better. So why, I mean, history and culture and tradition had shown us that there are some things that women were doing better, and we allow them to continue doing that better. They're better cooks, they're better nurses, they're better infant acculturators and developers and so on, better gynecologists. You have men who are gynecologists, you know, OBGYN, and so on. And it's so stupid. I mean, the woman talking, she has some uterus problems, how to deliver the baby, needs to coach, you know, how to do it. I mean, it's like some things call for experience. Now, I mean, here we have this young girl, she wants to play football with the men. Now you have to dumb down the game, because how you run and hit into men, so bam, get them a shot straight up. If you do that woman, you'll kill her. You'll break her bones. The bones are different. They're supposed to be delicate. But you see what's happening, that she toughen up and playing tough and falling down, not crying and holding herself or whatever. She's going to be an insensitive mom, because she will be a mom. She has a vagina and ovaries and all that. She will get pregnant. She will get married. How she's going to relate to an infant? The child gets hurt and she's saying, oh, just don't worry about it, just move on. Same thing she's doing to the daughters. Whereas at that age, instead of discouraging them, she needs to get down and empathize with them and understand, I understand son, I understand daughter, I know it's hurting, mama, you know, it's going to be okay and so on. So they're spending their time now doing many things, skateboarding, riding bikes all over the place, weightlifting, studying football and baseball and all that stuff. Because long ago, when women and men get together, the women were one side talking whatever, and the men were one side. Now they're joining together to talk about the football, they're talking about the boxing. And what we're having in total is a compromised culture, because the men now are into cooking, sewing, and things that women traditionally were into, and they can't do it real good. And so the time that they should have spent to do the things that they could do better, you know, they spend it on doing stuff that they have no business into. And so many marriages are pulling up because, hey, I don't care how much this woman could talk football, how much she could do football, you know, boxing or whatever. Guess what? You know, she needs to know to cook. That's her job, it seems. And so many of them can't even boil rice. They have to be calling mom, how you do this chicken? You know what I mean? You hear the conversation and you're saying like, and you know, many marriages are breaking up because that the woman doesn't know what to do. Calling McDonald's, calling pizza, and so forth. And so when people think that they were born this way, it's just the appearance of acculturated them wrong. This young girl, instead of she inside playing with a doll, which is simulating a baby and cooking and taking care of the baby and trying to develop her internal clock so that she said, well, if we feed the baby now, the next half an hour she can go back to see, might do it. So she feels, oh, it's half an hour time. Right in her mind, the clock is working. A man doesn't have to do that, because, he's on the job, busting bricks, and the woman will call and say, it's time for break, they're going to blow a whistle. But the baby ain't going to call a whistle. The baby might be sleeping, but she hear the baby crying, she needs to know what the cry is about. Is it something is threatening it? Is he afraid? Is he wet? Does he need to be fed? And these different things, this is going to be her role in life. And so, they're spending time and stuff that ain't gonna make them to be good moms and good wives. And the same thing with men. I saw one here just now with his hair, flowing in the back with a piece of plait under and a bow in his collar and all that, and trying to be girl. I mean, he's just gonna waste his time. He doesn't have the girl equipment. And I mean, we've come to the place now where political correctness and acceptance and so forth is so outrageous that urging people to do stuff that's going to end up causing us our societies. But apart from even having an early acculturation in the opposite sex thing, the devil is in there. The Bible says that because people are evil, they will want to love their own sex, because the devil is going to put them into that to make them ineffective, destroy culture and society, because we need people to come together and have children so we can have a bigger base of young ones coming up to take care and take place, to take care of social security and other payments that older ones are receiving, etc. They are born Americans so that they aren't imported from Mexico or somewhere, or where they have a dual lordship and they're taking all the money and sending it back to Mexico, and as soon as things get bad they're going back to Mexico and having fun over there. When things get better they come back, this kind of stuff. Lastly, some of these women now, they want to join the military because they tell you, when I was young, I wasn't playing with dogs, I was climbing trees, I was challenging the boys, yada 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 yada. But the body is different, they're made different. I see Mr. Obama said the other day that some of the struggles is like the energy and the time to do things. And women hide in this thing. Women do not have energy every day, 24/7. I know God is so smart. If men have to ovulate just like women, and so they have to be a coincidence of ovulating, he has his sperms ready and she has her egg ready to go. I mean, it would be such a hit and miss. Okay, you'd have had to say, put up on a board, I'm ready today, and a woman pass back, she say, let me go in and get my little milk here and get the babies going. Or she say, I'm egging today, come in and bring me some milk. But God made men that every day they have the same energy level, and the sperms are already there, just ready for her to say, aha, this is the time, and then bang, it's gone. So, we got to understand why certain older societies like the Middle East, Africa, India, people are doing things the way they do it. They have done the things we have done, and they were destroyed, so that in the new rebound, although they will not become powerful again, they decided that these are the better things that these different types of people will do. Women will do this, men will do this. And now we're trying to tell them, you're all wrong. But they have gone through what we are going through. Sodom and Gomorrah got burnt up because they were gay, marrying and gay loving and so forth. I mean, again, I got to tell you that I can't hate folks if they want to go that way. I can't discriminate against them. That's not the law here. Do what you want. But man, if you ask my opinion, I'll tell you that, that thing is not smart. Okay?